special Bold Statement Marketing broadcast tonight where we're going to be learning the insider secrets of Pinterest, syndicating your content on your blogs, your websites, and getting free traffic through one of the, I think, one of the least understood social media sites that are out there. And I know for myself, and probably our main host, I'm actually the co-pilot tonight. Usually it's me, doing the training. Tonight it's going to be me doing some learning here because our host also knows quite a bit about social media, in many cases probably more than me, and she would probably corroborate the statement that most people, including myself, don't know a whole lot about how to maximize specifically Pinterest and certainly lots of other things like Dig and Stumble Upon and all this kind of stuff. Well, anyway, she stumbled upon, no pun intended, she stumbled upon a way to use Pinterest to get lots of free traffic to your websites, your blogs, and that's exactly what she's been doing. And she's made these discoveries and these developments over just the last few months. So this is cutting edge right now. What's working now in the world of Pinterest specifically to get you plenty of free traffic to your blog or whatever sites, whatever businesses you're running. And I trust that you're going to get a lot of value out of this tonight. And we're also going to have fun. Let me just say a couple of words about our host, Kimra Luna Diggs. Kimra and I, our families have been friends for years. We go way back. We've broken bread. We've barbecued. We've been to baby showers together. I mean, my goodness, she's the mother of two beautiful sons, and anytime that I get to be around cool people like this, I enjoy it. And I'll tell you, she contacted me just a few days ago to talk about some of the stuff that I've been doing with blogging and content marketing and a lot of the things that we teach here in my marketing team. And I was asking her, of course, about what she's been doing. She's been doing blogging, content marketing, but she mentioned this Pinterest thing. So I'm thinking, you know what? Why don't we do everybody a solid here, save everybody, including me, some time, and show me what's working now, starting with the basics. Okay, Kimra assumed that I don't know anything. Okay, I know a couple of things, but I don't know a lot when it comes to this specific tool. Show us like you would teach your son Oliver. Okay, Oliver, here's how you do Pinterest. Okay, so let's start right from the top, and let me stop talking here because I could go on and on and on. Kimra Luna Diggs, how are you? You look good. How's it going over there?
I'm doing great. Just really excited to teach everybody all this information that I have in my head.
Nice. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go on mute. I know you've got screen sharing and everything set up, and we'll let you take it away from here.
Alrighty, so let me set up this screen share real fast. And here we go. Okay, so let me scroll up here. I wrote down a bunch of information for you guys today, and I'm so excited to teach this because I have so many friends who are asking me, like, what are you doing? Like, how are you bringing so many people to your blog? And I tell them Pinterest, and then they're just like confused. So let me tell you just a little bit about Pinterest and how it works. Pinterest is a virtual pin board. Okay, basically it helps you organize and share images and videos found on the web. It's really cool way to bookmark or favorite your websites. People like to pin images and videos from other sites onto their Pinterest, where other people who are following them can repin those images or videos onto their own boards. You can also upload a pin image straight from your computer and add custom links or pin images and videos from your website or YouTube or Vimeo channels. So there's just a lot of potential in this, okay? So why is Pinterest great for promoting your business, product, or services? Well, Pinterest is extremely viral. Over 80% of pins are repins, which means your exposure basically goes on autopilot. Pinterest is simple and user-friendly, and people are spending more time on Pinterest than they are on Facebook, which means a lot because a lot of people are addicted to Facebook. But people are even more addicted to Pinterest. Pinterest now has 48.7 million users, and the numbers are growing every day. And right now, Pinterest is driving more traffic to websites than YouTube, Google+, and LinkedIn combined. And it is now also driving more traffic to websites than Twitter. And Twitter has been around for years and years and years compared to Pinterest, so this is a big deal. Also, there have been several studies that have shown that Pinterest users are more likely to buy. Pinterest generates more revenue per click than Facebook and Twitter, and Pinterest users are nearly twice as likely to purchase a product or service than Facebook users. Pinterest users spend more money as well, and many of the users go onto Pinterest specifically to find items to buy. So basically, Pinterest is a high-quality, consistent traffic source, and I know it has been for me personally. One of the benefits of using Pinterest for marketing is that you can really target your audience. You create pin boards that are things of interest to your potential customers. You make Pinterest basically a great way to attract them to your products or services. For example, if you sell custom-made baby carriers, you know that your target market is natural-minded mothers. So you would make boards that are of interest to this type of mom. You would make, boards about homemade organic baby food recipes, natural parenting tips, tips on how to use your baby wrap safely, etc. And then, so basically, once you know your target, it's so easy to make tons of boards that relate to those people. And this works for any industry, any type of business, any type of product, any type of service, even for local services, which I will talk a bit more about later when I get to the keywords and hashtags. Right now, I'm going to go to, actually go over to Pinterest. Here's a Pinterest to start an account. Basically, you go to pinterest.com/business/create. If you already have a Pinterest account, you can convert your account over to a business account. It's important to make your account a business account. That way, if you're pinning a bunch of stuff from your website or blog, Pinterest doesn't think you're a spammer. So it's important to make sure that you create a business account. And this is really simple. You just fill out your information. Once you get to your business name, this is what's going to be shown publicly. And this will also be what comes up on Google searches. Because as you know, like if you Google your own name or your own business name, a lot of times like your Facebook page shows up, your Twitter page. Well, the same thing with Pinterest. So you want your business name to be, whatever your brand is. And same thing with your username. And then you upload your image, which could be your logo, it could be your face, whatever you want on there. And then for the About section, you want this to have keywords. So what is your niche market? You want this to be in this description. If you are a mobile dog groomer, you want to say in there, you are a mobile dog groomer. Because this all, crawls on the search engines and everything like that. So make sure you fill this out. I see a lot of businesses, they only have like 2 words on here. Really utilize these 200 characters to your advantage. And then, of course, you want to put your website on here, and you have to agree to their, terms of service, and then create your account. Once you create your account, you can begin pinning. And to begin pinning, you come over here and you search whatever your market is. If you are in health and fitness, and there's tons of things already pinned on here. And once you start pinning, you create different boards. So if I want to pin this, okay, look at this. This is 245 repins, and all it is a shirt. Okay, so as you can see, this gets lots of backlinks. So I could pin this, and then I have all these different boards that I have created, and some that I am part of in groups. So I'm going to pin this and clean and healthy living. So I'm going to pin that in there. But as you can see, this person's description, they didn't really use any keywords or anything like that, but I'll show you how to do that later. So anyways, I pinned it, and now it is in that board. So if people go to where my pins are, they can see all the things I pinned, and they can see this. Not too complicated, but yeah. So anyways, here is my personal page, okay? These are my pins, but these are my different boards. And each board has a different category. And you want your boards to relate to what your niche market is. For me, I'm really into, organic health and wellness. I like helping other people get healthy, and I create alkaline recipes and post them on my blog. So, I use my description to let people know, what I do. I use my name. I use the Misfit Mama. That's my brand. And then I made boards that relate to these people. People, they want alkaline diet recipes. People want workout videos. They, like this one, they like pictures of nice butts. But they like salads. They like remedies. And this attracts people to my blog, and they begin following me. And I know this doesn't look like I have a lot of followers, but 700 of these followers was just in the past, like, 3 weeks. So I'm really building the momentum really fast just by pinning things that people like. And that's the way you get followers. You have to pin things. So you want your boards, typically you want all your boards to have at least 50 to 100 things in these boards. And they don't have to be all your own content. You want about 80% of it to be other people's content, and then 20% of it could be your content. And you can have one board, like I do, like this board, is just my content. But then all the rest of these boards, these are just recipes and things I found all over the internet, but it attracts people to my brand. Okay, so that's that. Let me go back to this. So I'll let you know some simple strategies to get people pinning things from your blog or website starting right now. One of the things you want to do is you want to get the pin it button on your website. You want to, they have these little buttons so people can follow you on Pinterest, and also underneath all your images or products you can place a little pin it button. And to get those, you go to this website, about.pinterest.com/goodies, and if you just scroll down a little bit on there, actually I think I have it over here. No, I don't know where it is. But if you scroll down on there, it'll have a thing to put the little pin it buttons on your blog. So actually, let me open that right now. As you can see right here, this is like a widget, and it says to make a pin it button. And this you can post everywhere on your blog where there's any sorts of images where you want people to pin things. And if you don't have any images or videos on your blog, I highly recommend you put images and videos on your blog, because people want to pin things. It's just kind of how it is. Another tip also is to use this pin it button and put it up here. You just drag it up here. It's really easy to do, to pin it. But I already have it right here, so they're telling me not to use it. But I already have it over here. And you can pin anything from any website that you're on at any time. And it makes pinning really, really easy. So if you're on your blog, you can just click up here, click pin it, and then pin whatever images are on your blog. All right, so yeah. The next thing is, if you're already on Pinterest, there are some ways that you can actually track what is going on Pinterest. Like, you can see what people are pinning from your site. This website right here, you probably want to write this down, is pinterest.com/source, and then you type in yourwebsite.com. And when you go to this, and you just click enter, and you will see what other people have pinned from your site. And this helps you know what people are already pinning and what they are interested in. And Pinterest also now, just recently, this is just a couple months ago, they now have analytics in their back office. So you can actually see how many people are clicking, how many likes you have, and how many repins you're getting. So let me show you how to get to that. If you're on Pinterest, on your main page on Pinterest, you go right here and you click Analytics. Okay, so here are my analytics. These are, how many pins I've done. So that one doesn't really mean much. But this is repins, okay? So and every day, this day I got 141. This day I got only 96. But as you can see, this day I got 313 repins. that's 313 backlinks to things, you know, that I've pinned. So, and a lot of that is from things from my blog. And it tells your impressions, how much reach you have. I mean, on this day, because of people repinning my stuff, I reached 15,000 people. So that's really, really awesome. And then this one is super cool, how many clicks you're getting. So on this day, I got 194 clicks from Pinterest. This day over here, I got 180. And this was just a couple days ago. And these are people that are clicking through, going to my blog, which is super, super awesome. Yeah, so I really like that. But so yeah, so check out your analytics. I mean, if you're on Pinterest already, you might already be doing really well. You might just not know it because you're not checking your analytics and seeing, you know, what's going on. But if you go back there, you can, you know, find out, you know, how well you are doing. Another really cool thing that you can do is there's this cool Pinterest tab that you can add onto your Facebook. You go to woobox.com/Pinterest, and this allows you to do contests. So say you have something to give away. Say you're going to give away an iPad or some sort of service that you have. You can throw a contest on your Facebook page, and people basically pin it to win it. And you can have, like, you know, like 10 things from to choose from, and they have to pin 5 of those things, and then that puts them into the contest. So that's a great way to get more pinning going on your from your Facebook page to your Pinterest. And then another thing that you could do is you can add Pinterest to your Facebook business page. There's actually like a little there's like little tabs on your business pages, and one of those can be a Pinterest tab. So what you want to do is you go on Facebook and you search Pinterest page app, and you want to install this app, and also tab for Pinterest. These are completely free. You can install them on there, and it will link from your Pinterest page to your Facebook page. So anybody that goes on your Facebook page, if they see your Pinterest, they're more likely to buy products. They've been doing studies on this, and if people see your Pinterest page, they're more likely to buy something from you. So if you're like selling stuff on Etsy, or you're selling ebooks or anything like that, and when people see your Pinterest page, for some reason it makes them just feel a different connection with you, and they're more likely to buy. Okay, so yeah, I already talked about this, pin it to win it. Yeah, you can attract more people to your blog by, you know, saying, like, you know, if you repin 5 things from my blog, you know, you enter the contest type of thing. And then another thing that's really, really cool that a lot of people don't know about is you can look for trends on Pinterest. And when you pin something that is part of the a trending topic, there is a 94% increase in click-throughs, which is really awesome. One thing that's trending all the time is holidays. Okay, the 4th of July is coming up here, you know, in the States. So if there's something that's on your blog right now that, you know, might relate to the 4th of July, like maybe you have some recipes or, you know, some tips, you know, on how not to burn your house up with fireworks, you can utilize this to drive more traffic to your blog. And a really awesome website where you can find out all the trends, what are the most popular pins, and everything like that is repinly.com. So definitely write that down. And yeah, so this was, you know, showing you how to create the business account, and you can convert your account to a business account. But one thing is you want to, you know, set up your account properly. So you want to go to this page. It's business.pinterest.com/verify. And this verifies your website. And I won't walk you through that because it takes a little bit of time. But I'll give you a second to write that down because it's pretty important. Because once you're verified, then, you know, Pinterest knows that you're like not a spammer. You're not like some, like, you know, weird person just, you know, trying to, like, you know, go crazy all over Pinterest. So yeah, so definitely visit this later after this webinar. All right, so basically the gist of Pinterest is to take whatever information you have and make it visual. Okay, one of the top things is infographics. These are really popular on Pinterest. They provide value, they establish your credibility, and they help you build relationships. It shows that you're knowledgeable, you have lots of insights, it shows that you're an expert or a leader in your industry. You can go to Fiverr and you can pay someone to make infographics for you. And a tip is to make tall infographics because they're much more visible. And a website that I use to make infographics myself is called picmonkey.com. It's free. There is a paid version that has a little bit more extra things, but you could use the free version and make infographics on there. And I'll show you right now what I'm talking about infographics. So here are infographics. Basically, it's something that gives people information. Nothing, too complicated. I mean, it's kind of obvious, infographic. But yeah, basically, depending on, your niche market, you can make infographics that, go with that. See, like, look at this person. They made one, how fiber works. So they're probably, a health blog of some sort. So they made this, and they got 72 repins and 10 likes. Okay, and see, here's their blog, ahealthblog.com. Let's see, what they have here. All right, so here's their blog. Look at this. They have 42,630 followers on Twitter. I mean, that's really cool. And then they have all of these health infographics right here because they know that if people come here from Pinterest, they are going to want to pin more of these cool infographics. Okay, and look over here. They have a little pin it button. They've had over 2,000 people have pinned this from their blog even. So some people might not have pinned it while they were on Pinterest, but when they came back here to this blog, they were like, man, this is great information. And they've repinned it. So, I mean, that's viral. That's straight up viral. So, I mean, there is so much potential in this. As you can see, I mean, just from this, blog right here. Yeah, so that's what infographics are. They're not, too complicated to make. And I actually did an infographic on, was it apple cider vinegar? Okay, this is one that I did, a screenshot, apple cider vinegar, and I got 82 repins on this so far. And that was just from one board. So I mean, I don't even know how many more it's gotten. But I had wrote an article about apple cider vinegar and the health benefits of it. So I made this really simple image, not complicated. I just pasted a picture in there and put some words, and now I have all these backlinks, and this is going to keep going on continuously. This happens when I'm sleeping. I don't need to keep posting ads or anything like that. This just keeps on going. So that was the way I made an infographic, and I've gotten a lot of traffic to my website from this infographic. Okay, so the next thing that's really popular on Pinterest is tutorials. They have a 42% higher click-through rate. And basically, no matter what your business is, blog or service, you can create a tutorial on how to do something. Basically, you just got to get creative and have fun. Here's some really cool, actually I saw this tutorial, what was it on? No, maybe not. Can't remember what it was that I saw earlier today, but there's just so many tutorials because people like to learn. I mean, that's just something people really enjoy learning. I mean, we're learners. That's what we are as humans. So if you are posting tutorials on things, you are going to get a lot of click-throughs. Yeah, so then one of the next things you want to do is just provide things that are useful information. Tips on how to fix something in someone's house. Those things get tons of repins. And then, of course, how-tos. and you can do just like a text overlay on an image. It doesn't need to be fancy, but when people click through, they are ready to learn something. And you can link them directly to a blog post or to your YouTube channel. Basically, this type of image is just to make people curious and interested, and they will want to visit your site. I saw one on how to make bows. I think that's me. And see, like this one. This is what I'm talking about here. It's, you know, how to make, you know, a bow holder. This is just, you know, for someone, you know, to hold all their little bows. And they didn't do anything too complicated. They just took a picture of what they did, and then they added some words. But I know that when I go here, I'm going to learn how to make, you know, a hair bow holder. And this person got 74 repins and 14 likes. So, I mean, it's getting there. It's going to be going pretty viral pretty soon. So yeah, so that's what those are. Step bigger for you. Wait, hold on. Pressing the wrong thing here. Yeah, I'm just hoping you guys can see this, but yeah. So how-tos, useful information. The next thing is you want to pin videos from YouTube. You can pin your own videos and pin other people's videos. And you do need to have that pin it button that I told you to drag up to the top of your toolbar. You do need to have that in order to pin videos, because on the videos they don't have any pin it buttons on YouTube anywhere. But anyways, there is really incredible opportunity with pinning videos, because you can make a board that's just, you know, all your tutorials on how to do something. Or if you are a fitness, you know, coach or fitness trainer, you can, you know, pin all your fitness videos. But then you can also pin other fitness videos. So you can be like your top, you know, favorite, you know, arm workout videos that you find. And you can make a whole, you know, thing for arm workout videos. And you can make another one for leg workout videos. You can make another one for full body workout videos. And just pin things from other people, and that attracts more followers to you. When you're giving good information in your boards, people are going to keep following you. And the last thing is results and testimonies. People love seeing before and after pictures. And yeah, so if you have any good before and after pictures from any products you have or anything, you want to be pinning those things. Okay, another thing that's really awesome is you can screenshot, you know, Facebook comments, which are testimonials, or even Amazon reviews that people have done on your product. Like say you sell a book or an ebook or any sort of product on Amazon, and somebody wrote a testimonial on that, you can screenshot that and pin it. So post those types of things to Pinterest. You can make, like, because, you know, you have like your, you know, your main, you know, Pinterest page, you have all your boards. One of your boards can say testimonials, and then post all of your testimonials into that board. And that way, you know, people can, you know, see what you do, you know, and people love reading testimonials. They just, you know, they love it. It makes them feel good, and it makes them want to, you know, purchase your product or your service. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk to you about is making awesome captions. You really want to optimize your descriptions. There's a lot of people who are not taking advantage of these 500 characters that you can put underneath of your descriptions. I mean, sometimes I'll see people, they really do awesome. But most of the pins I see, people, they don't even put anything. They just put like a period, and then like that's it. Like they don't say anything. They don't even describe what the picture, you know, is at all. So you want to describe the picture. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you use a call to action. You want it to say, you know, for more info, click here. To buy this product, visit my website. Click here now to take advantage of this offer, etc. Call to action creates an 80% increase in engagement. So you're going to get more repins, more click-throughs, more likes if you actually put a call to action on there. And I actually noticed this because when I first was doing a lot of pinning, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to using the call to action. And once I started doing the call to action, I had floods of people coming into my blog, and I was just like, holy moly. So it was, a super, super important thing. And, so, that's, I'm just trying to let you know, it's very important. Use a call to action. Tell people, click now, and they will click now. So just do that. Another thing is to make sure that you have a link to where you want people to go, and link strategically. If you post something from your blog, don't just link your blog's name. Link to that specific blog post, because if somebody is seeing something, they're interested in that particular post. They're not necessarily just interested in your whole website, and then they have to go on a search engine on your website to try to find that post. You want them to go straight to it. And then also, you can link them to opt-in pages, you can link them to product purchase pages, or service pages, coupon pages. I've seen a couple people doing that, and that's really cool, because a lot of people love to have coupons or discounts. So just be strategic when you are linking people back to where you want them to go. Another super, super important thing is to use hashtags. I mean, now on Facebook, you have to use hashtags, and Twitter has been using hashtags forever. Hashtags on Pinterest are your keywords. It is your search engine optimization, and this is how people will find you on Pinterest. The hashtags also help the search engines pick up your pins as well, and I will show you an example of that in just a minute. Also, if your product has a price on it, like say you're selling an ebook and your ebook is $10, be sure to put that in the caption space with the $sign, because people can actually search on the gifts section on Pinterest, and if they're searching for a gift for that's under $10, your $10 ebook will show up for them. Okay, so something I wanted to show you about hashtags. Okay, so let me go to Google. Okay, something that is part of my niche is alkaline diet and alkaline foods. So I had looked up a lot of stuff, and I mean, there's a lot of competition for some of those words. So anyways, I made a just a little infographic on super alkaline foods, what were the most alkaline foods. And if you search that on Google, my blog actually comes up second. Okay, that's really important, because I had only posted that about a month ago, and I've already pushed my way up to number 2 on Google. That's really, really, really cool. Okay, and then when I go to images, I'm the first one. This is me. This is my image, my little chart that I made, and I pinned it. I mean, I posted it on Facebook too, but most of my traffic comes from Pinterest, and I got tons and tons of repins on this, and it shot me straight up to the top of Google, and that's just so important. And I mean, I'm not, the number 1 SEO expert of the world or anything, but to me, that's obvious search engine optimization just from using Pinterest. I mean, I don't do any paid marketing or anything. I'm Pinterest. I just use it, and this is what happened for me. So I thought that was really cool, because I didn't even know that was there until like 2 days ago. But another thing that I really wanted to show you was this pin right here is the number 1 pin on Pinterest. It's been the number 1 repinned, has the most likes of all pins. Okay, and it is some, garlic cheesy bread. That's what this is. So this person has, a recipe blog. So I go to her website, and I did notice, yeah, she pinned this 2 years ago. But 2 years to get 100,000 backlinks, I mean, that's just crazy, I mean, and she sells a book now, and she has all these, other things on her website, so she probably gets lots of clicks and makes money from that. She, shows exactly how to make it from start to finish, And so I was like, well, let's check on Google. You know, let's search garlic cheesy bread and see what happened to this woman when she started using Pinterest. So I type in, okay. So, okay, hers isn't the first one. But look, it's the second one. It's the third one. This is her pen. It's the fourth one. It's the fifth one. So she has like 5 of them on the front page of Google for garlic cheesy bread. I mean, that is incredible. And that really just shows how important Pinterest is, you know, and I hope that you're getting that, you know. It is just amazing. And that's, you know, it's just so important to me. And that's why, you know, I've been wanting to, you know, share this with a lot of my friends and stuff, because I have, you know, discovered, like, this is just some incredible stuff. So let me go to my main Pinterest page here. So over here, if you're on your Pinterest, you know, these are everything I'm following. People, you know, post lots of recipes, you know, little animals, yoga poses. These are things that I follow. They're things I'm interested in. And over here is your notifications. And as you can see, I get a lot of notifications and repins and things like that. So let's see this one. I got 2 more people repin this. This one has 79 repins, and it's a basic picture. It just says, you know, 12 homemade natural headache remedies. I wrote a blog post about headache remedies, and I just was like, oh, well, you know, I should make some image for it. So I made a little image on that PicMonkey website that I told you about. So I made this little image, and I pinned it, and I have all these backlinks to my website. So it's really, really, really powerful stuff here, guys. Let's see what else I got here. This one, a super popular pin that I have. It has 483 repins. And I get tons of traffic from this repin. And yeah, all I did was I saw things that were trending, which, you know, using the word challenge is something that's trending in the fitness world, and on, you know, on Instagram I see it, on all types of social medias I see, you know, challenges. So I made a challenge of my own, and I pinned it, and, you know, that's, you know, what I got. You know, I got, you know, all of this, all these repins, and that's all this free traffic. I'm not paying for this, and people are just repinning and repinning my stuff. I mean, I think I got like 10 repins just today. This was like way lower earlier. And yeah, so it's just like super important. And I did some screenshots of some stuff that I did. This one had 43 repins. It's a recipe, you know, something simple, not complicated. This one got 174 repins, and that was when I did an article about quinoa. What's this one? This one is more of a tutorial one. I got 121 repins. I was just showing people how to do squats. You know, I mean, I wasn't doing anything complicated. This one over here, 64 repins on a plant-based protein. So yeah, you can use this to, you know, use basically whatever information is on your, you know, blog, and just create it into an image. That's really all that I did. So anyways, here are some free tools that are really super cool. Pinstomatic, definitely write this one down. It's one of my favorite ones. So I'll go to Pinstomatic and show you how to use that. It's super, super cool and super easy. Basically, it's just this little website, and you can make things that are super easy to like repin. So I have a quote over here. And this, quotes are like super, super popular on Pinterest and on Facebook too, so you can use this for Facebook also. And it makes a little image that you can pin. And you can like change the font and things like that to, you know, be a little different. And you can pin it straight from this website. So it's really cool because I get lots of repins from this. And actually, I made this same I was gonna show it to you guys, and I made this yesterday. This is it right here. The same exact quote. I made this. I pinned it yesterday, and I already have 21 repins. And all I did was use this little website right here to make this exact same thing, and I pinned this yesterday, and I already have 21 repins. So yeah, it's just really cool because that brings people back to my website, and I have a separate page on my website that's just like motivational quotes and just motivational and positive thinking and stuff like that. And yeah, I have that on my page, so this brings people back to that page, and everyone loves some positive quotes and stuff. So that was a really cool thing. Another thing you could do on this website that's really simple is you can put some captions on an image. And I mean, you can make the funny captions. I mean, I love those. But something simple. You just take an image from your computer and you can type here. If this ever loads. There it goes. So I had this image of this fruit, and then I just typed in what I wanted to be on the top caption, what I wanted to be on the bottom caption, and I could just repin it. So you don't need to be, like a Photoshop, genius or expert or anything to, repin some good quality stuff. You can use this website, just those two simple tricks right there that I just showed you to create some great pins. And yeah, so that's Pinstomatic. That's a really, really cool website. Another awesome website is Repinly. This website is for finding trends on Pinterest. And if you do things that, go along with the trends, you get a lot more repins. But I won't go through this, a bunch of this website. But, I mean, you can find people who are the top pinners. This woman, Joy Cho, I mean, look how many followers she has. I mean, that is just craziness. And, I mean, she's been pinning for a long time, and her blog is beautiful, and she sells a book now. But you can find these people and see what they are doing and utilize that to, do those same type of things on your blog. Yeah, so this website is Repinly. Let me go, I think I have that written down right here. So Repinly is right here. My all-time favorite one is PicMonkey. I use PicMonkey all the time. I use it for like pretty much everything. And on PicMonkey, you can upload an image. It could be any image. Right now, I just use a blank white image. And you can, use effects and, make your own thing. Like I like to choose this little ombre thing. I could choose different colors, and I could do this, and then I could go over here and, pick a font, whatever font I want. And, I could, make more quotes on here, Albert Einstein. I can edit pictures. There's just so many cool effects and stuff you could do on here. You could add shapes, triangles and hearts. There's so much stuff you could do on here that, I mean, it's crazy. Like, I love this website. Like, I'm, like, always on it. And, of course, you can, add a border, to your images to make, just make things more fancy. But, yeah, so check out this website called PicMonkey.com. It's free, and you can just edit anything on your website, and you can make cool infographics on here. This is how I make infographics. And I just, type up information and stuff like that. And another thing with PicMonkey is you can also make collages. So say you made like, you did like a how-to type of thing. You can put, the first picture and then second picture and then third picture. Yeah, you can do that, like first, second, third, to show the steps, that type of thing if you just use the collage button right here. And that's really, really fun. I really love doing that. So, So yeah, that's another thing that's super cool. So one thing I really wanted to show you guys is someone who I love this blog. It's Mommypotamus, and she is doing everything right when it comes to utilizing Pinterest. Okay, the first thing you see on her site, you see all her social medias, and she has her Pinterest page here. And a lot of people still have that missing. I go to lots of blogs, and I'm like, why don't these people have a Pinterest button? I want to follow them on Pinterest. And she has hers right there, ready to go. Okay, and then she has all of her images or stuff that's easily pinnable. Everything's, she just has, a great looking website. Well, she did this, DIY poison ivy remedies. Okay, and she shows exactly how to do it. And actually, this right here, where it says 3 simple ingredients to a DIY herbal poison ivy remedy, this is made on PicMonkey. Like, I know the fonts. I know exactly how she did this. She did this on PicMonkey, that website that I just showed you. So people who are, professional bloggers, this woman, she makes her whole living off of blogging. She even uses PicMonkey. So because it's so simple and it's so fast, and you can add your website to the bottom of your image, and then when people can pin it, then it's just easier for people to find you. Also, yeah, she has her pin it button up here on all her blog posts. She always has her pin it button. And then when she has like this special thing where you scroll over the image and it makes a little pin it button show up, because she knows the power of pinning. And she has a lot of Pinterest followers. Actually, if you go back to her main page, you go here, she has 12,695 followers. And she uses the free PicMonkey thing to edit her images. So it's not like, she's getting like, crazy and, paying all these special people to edit her images or anything so that they're easy to pin. She uses the same thing that I use, and she has all of these followers. So yeah, what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, so there's so much more I could talk about right now. And I think I showed you this website, the woobox.pinterest. This one's really cool. It does like it. Oh, I didn't show you this one. Easily. This one's pretty cool. Basically, it's the same sort of concept as PicMonkey, except you can like drag more images onto it. But yeah, that one's really cool too. I use that if I need to put like images side by side. That's the one you want to use for side by side images. It's a little bit easier to just like drag images and resize them and stuff on that one. But anyways, make sure you write down these websites. You'll definitely want to be using them and trying them out if you already use Pinterest. Because yeah, I think that's that. I do have some more topics, but it's kind of a little bit more in depth, and I don't think I have enough time for that. But I did want to talk to all of you about what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on doing some Pinterest marketing consultations. Basically, I'll be taking a limited number of people to do private consulting, and with this, I will go through your website and do a diagnostic to let you know what simple changes you can do to make your website more pinnable. You'll learn how to correctly set up your Pinterest account for maximum success, and I will teach you how to create boards that will inspire, engage, and educate your audience and potential customers and clients so that they will visit your website and repin your material. You'll also learn to use a free tool which will help you create professional looking images for your website that make the perfect pin. You'll learn how to create pins that will bring loads of traffic to your website by using Pinterest trends and keyword optimization. And I'll also teach you how to join group boards, which is something I don't really have time to show you right now, with thousands of followers so that you can maximize your exposure. I'll actually show you a group board that I'm on right now. So I have some group boards I'm a part of, and this group board has 12,000 followers. So whenever I pin something to this board, that's how much exposure I am getting. And there's a couple of different tricks and tips that I have to be able to get on these group boards. And I actually have a link that has like hundreds of group boards, and all of them have thousands of followers on them. And if if you do consultation with me, I can definitely give you all that information so that you can join those boards, and that would really, really, optimize your exposure. But anyways, my rates are $300 for 3 private sessions with me via Skype, phone, or preferably Google Hangout. And this includes 4 weeks of email support. And as a bonus, it will also include my Pinterest Mastery course, which will be out in a few weeks. I don't know how much that's going to cost right now, but it will be definitely reasonable, because I do want a lot of people to get this information. And that will be a full-on video course where I am teaching you step by step, from day one, beginner, someone who's never used Pinterest, all the way to knowing how to use it optimally for your marketing. So if you're interested in that, email me. My email is themisfitmama@gmail.com, and then we could get started on that. So that's what I got for you today. There's a lot more stuff that's in my head right now, but I will send it back to you, John.
Wow, I'm like blown away with the amount of value that I just got here. I never even heard of PicMonkey and all this kind of stuff. I've been making my own images using software that's on my computer, which is fine, but if there's ways to shortcut that process and just get to the end product even faster, I think that's really cool. The other thing that I thought was very interesting is how not only can I pin my own stuff, like obviously I want to include my images in Pinterest, and people like pictures. They like clicking on pictures. That's one thing that I know from email marketing and blogging and all that. But I could also click on other people's stuff and attract a following, just like I guess people would do on Twitter, and certainly I've got thousands of people that are Facebook friends and all that, but Pinterest has that same social aspect to it, which I didn't really get at first, Kimra. I was thinking, well, why? Like, why does Pinterest even exist? I don't get it, right? People can go on Google and they could just type a word and they can get pictures, and I mean that's it, right? But now I get it. I get how powerful Pinterest can be. The only thing I don't get is the correlation between Pinterest and buyers. Like, why are Pinterest users or people that visit a site from Pinterest or somehow getting repinned or something, how they're more inclined to actually take a credit card out and do some business? I don't know if you got an answer for that. That just seems like the mystery.
There's been some studies on it, and I don't know I don't know if it's just because they have all these beautiful images right in front of their face or what it is, but there's studies that say they spend like 3 times as much as people from Facebook. They're just more willing and ready to buy. A lot of people, like when I want to buy stuff, I go on Pinterest now. I don't like go on just Google and search. I go on Pinterest to find the things I want to buy.
Wow. Well, there it is. There it is. You see how out of touch I am with what's going on in the world. So thank you, Kimra. Thank you for this. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited to get my hands on that document that you were showing. There were so many cool links and stuff there. Can people get in touch with you? I know on this page where we're broadcasting, there's an opt-in form where people can get in touch with you and get some more resources and participate in your mastery course. Is that what they should do next?
Yes, anybody who signs up for the opt-in underneath this video, I will just send them that whole document that I just shared with you guys. I will send that to them, and then I will also keep them updated on when that the Pinterest Mastery course is going to be out, and that's going to be really, really cool. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too, because you're going to be working hands-on with people, answering questions as you go, and obviously collecting the most vital information for people in the course based on what you do with your individual sessions. So I think that's going to be a really valuable thing. I'm excited about participating in that. So thank you for all you've done. And this is all just in a few months of just really getting focused on Pinterest. And so it doesn't have to take a long time. and it could happen even quicker if you got somebody like Kimra to guide you. So I'm excited that we got to share this here on Bold Statement Marketing. And if you have any comments for Kimra, you can certainly leave them on this page down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave those as well, because she will be receiving them and possibly including them in her course. So Kimra, thanks again. Any closing comments from you?
No, I'm just really excited to help people do this. I mean, like, I literally have, I mean, I've probably had 100 friends in like the past month ask me, what are you doing? Teach me it, you know, but it's difficult to just teach somebody over Facebook or over the phone. You know, it's like it's something I physically have to show people how to do. So that's why I'm so excited to make my videos and make my course so that I can really teach people, you know, exactly how to do it step by step from the beginning to the end.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, and I enjoyed this, and I'll be seeing everybody on another live webinar. Who knows what the next topic will be, but thanks for being here with us on Bold Statement Marketing and with the Misfit Mama, the fitness extraordinaire and Pinterest master. So we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks again for being here.
All right, bye, John.